Hey everybody, this is Fragger and Jeff here, and this is
I don't know.
Quantum Conundrum.
Oh shit, Quantum Conundrum.
Yes,
I heard this game is supposed to be awesome.
it is quite awesome. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. This one kind of snuck under my radar until recently when they released like a big trailer for it, and then I got really excited.
Now this is the new game from one of the original creators of Portal, right? Or
Yes.
Non-Vernacular Drop, as it was called back in the day.
Yes, it is. And it's also fairly similar to Portal,
Okay.
but instead of the way going through portals and solving puzzles that way, this is more changing physics of objects.
But it doesn't. It doesn't feel like a Portal ripoff or anything.
No, not even
Not that
close.
you could rip off the game that you created, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But it doesn't feel like that at all. It really just feels like taking the idea of making a puzzle platforming game in first
Uh-huh.
person and just doing something different with it.
Okay. And how's the story?
Pretty good. It's one of those things like you play as a 12-year-old boy who visits his uncle, and his uncle kind of doesn't like him because he kind of is stuck with this kid for a little while.
Yeah.
And your job is to kind of save your uncle because
Who,
he's trapped in a dimension.
I'm guessing your uncle's some sort of a scientist or something.
He is, and he talks a lot, and there's tons of jokes, and actually a lot of music puns.
Oh, really? Is it very funny then?
It's very funny. Like, here's one that I just bumped into recently. Like, he's talking about his past inventions, and there's he's like it digs holes. It's like a digger,
Uh-huh.
and he goes, "We called it every day I'm shoveling."
Okay. I'm sure.
I kind of went, oh man, I just kind of shook my head, and he's like, "That's the last time I ever saw it was this picture." He kept digging.
Is this game 400 points? I mean,
Uh,
400 gamer score rather.
Yes, it is 400 gamer score.
Okay. How much does it cost? 1600?
1200.
1200. That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it quite a bit.
How would you say the difficulty compares to Portal?
I'm in the first of 3 areas, and it's scaling quite nicely. It is getting hard and very
Okay.
puzzling.
All right. Well, we'll pretend you didn't say that.
We need to move on from that.
Let me one more question.
Sure.
What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? I'm wearing my Child's Play shirt.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh, thank you. But moving on, let's talk about these achievements.
Well, I did have one more question, but I forgot it, so that I substituted that question. But I do have a real question.
Okay.
How long is the campaign? Do you know?
I've heard it's like maybe 8-9 hours.
Okay. And is there co-op or multiplayer in any way?
There's neither of those, which I'm kind of okay with.
Yeah, only single player achievements. That sounds awesome.
It is awesome, but you're gonna have to play it a few times, and I will explain that in a few.
All right, let's do it.
First off, we have what's called Art Major as an achievement, which is to view your portrait in all dimensions. Whenever you shift dimensions, all the pictures in this mansion that you're in will change based on the dimension you're looking at.
How many dimensions are there?
4.
For the layman who's watching this, not for me who's like, super science guy. I obviously
Exactly.
do
You
that.
you love science.
Right.
We talk about it all the time, science.
Yeah, I did extremely well in science until the 10th grade when I failed out and never took any more science.
But yeah, well, let's talk about that. But like for instance, there's a dimension that's called the fluffy dimension, which makes
Okay.
everything light and actually makes everything fluffy. So like some of the pictures will be like a balloon will like be pulling somebody up into the sky.
It's like high school physics is coming back to me. I remember all of this from
Yeah.
from high school. Fluffy
It's
dimension. Got it.
it's kind of amazing. Like I remember hearing about that too. It's been
Yeah.
a long time. Other than that, we have Big Meaty, which is to knock over Ike with an object.
Okay.
Ike is this little kind of creature dude who quote unquote exists outside of dimensions. Will every now and then hand you something that's useful.
Uh-huh.
And there is I think there's a specific part you can knock him over because I did throw safes at him for about like 5 minutes and didn't knock him over, and I was sad.
Oh, okay.
But I'll probably make a guide about that one. But up next there's a whole bunch of just beating the game achievements, which is you get the IDS device, which is what allows you to not be affected
Mhm.
by the dimensions that you're changing, so you're always the same, but other objects are.
So, like, when you go to the cotton candy dimension, which I also remember from high school physics,
It's
you
delicious.
don't turn into cotton candy.
Exactly. You
Right,
can just
gotcha.
see everything else as cotton candy.
Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
I have to say, if I was made of cotton candy, I would be delicious. And I would probably like eat my arm or something.
you would turn into a fucking cannibal.
I wouldn't care because that was cotton candy.
There you go.
And now for the ones that are required to probably play the game a few times. You have to achieve the shift goal in all maps. Now the shift goals are beat this level, changing dimensions only this many times. but there's a level select, so hooray.
Yeah.
So you can tackle it whenever you feel like it. And then there's the same thing, but with time. So, it's, of course, it's going to be like the exact opposite. Like, oh, God, shift. Just constantly trying to get
And that's
things
called
done.
in less than 12 parsecs. That's clever.
Exactly. And then the last one, which is another really clever one, which is still alive,
Yeah.
which is to make it through every level at least once without dying.
So there's a Star Wars reference and a Portal reference. Are any of the other achievements nods to any other pop culture things?
I don't think so, but those two are good.
Okay, cool.
And then we have, of course, obligatory collectibles.
How many collectibles are there?
Believe there's about 20.
And what are they?
They're failed experiments.
Okay, are they like? Is it like
There's a joke attached to every single one of them.
Island of Dr. Moreau failed experiments where there's like a rat with a fucking pig's arm sticking out of its side, or is it?
I don't think this game is that fucked up.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Because that would be, it's like, oh God, it's a pig man. He's coming after me.
There's no like half like tiger, half bag of popcorn or anything like that.
That would be weird.
Well, yeah, it's a failed
That'd be
experiment.
super weird.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think that'd be like not a failed experiment, but that'd be a true experiment because there's a tiger coming at you and he's like roaring popcorn. So you're like, oh my God, it's delicious popcorn while I'm being eaten.
What you're describing is not an experiment, but a product you could sell on as seen on TV. Actually.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for this, I guess.
Okay.
And it's a fantastic game and you should all play it.
I'm gonna go do that right now.
Okay.